NPP aban ne Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ehu se omu si National Cathedral e de ama oman Ghana se ne be ya sa afi bia kwa wiye betimi akwa akotinam anase ebekom akwa akosom Nyankopon se we kremoni busumsum ni anase wo kwa asore de ye nyina obia etimi kosanse afi ne kona wiye ye busua ehun se be deja e wo Ghana anim se ye ye ni be beje ye nenei eye opambo krampo aba be kata sese na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo efri so omra me ya akonta emfa man no e de be entia Abusia National Cathedral ni ahwe ni mu abesi sabre ni sio ni die yo ye te ho asem bia nenei Kelvin Taylor wadi nchiremu aba from asase no blocks dadua ye yusu ye ensu aye ko ye chese bibia di besi bebia sesei National Cathedral no yesi amanadu wadi mu nchiremu de aba na ne o kire Ghana fo se obi ama na so na onom se o mokasa ye sika emre bi 11 sika bebe ba ye no another tax ayetua no mudi sisa asore dan no kuro bia enim Kelvin Taylor edi mu nchiremu aba na sei ene sitie.
It's missing. He has decided not to speak on the economy again. He has decided not to speak on the things that Ghanaians were yearning for in 2016. What has changed? Did we actually, as a nation, called for a cathedral? Did we campaign for a cathedral? Did we vote for Nana Danko Akufo-Addo because of a cathedral? We voted for Akufo-Addo for some simple reasons. We just wanted jobs. We wanted a better economy. We wanted Nana Danko Akufo-Addo to continue what his predecessor left. Today, the main topic on our lips is a cathedral. What is a cathedral? Can a cathedral feed anybody? Is cathedral the priority of the young Ghanaian who is hungry? Is a cathedral the priority of the civil servant who hasn't been paid? Is a cathedral the priority of Ghana? Tonight, what we'll be doing tonight is I'll be breaking issues down for you to understand the idea behind this cathedral, the criminality behind it, and why we should come together as a nation, vote against Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and the NPP. It does not matter who represented them in 2024. This is a killing machine calling itself a government. This is a criminal cartel calling itself a government. Ghana Nibia wajuni wofie. Ghana Nibia sebio udimoko dinchine. Wajuni mudono. Also tiases Nana Danko Akufo-Addo aban we aban omo ba se omo be say Ghana. Omo kum, omo say, omo ria. Ende mebe chirama di kudientia uye Kristoni eteseme wajuni wofie na ope se Ghana etumponko enima cathedral ya yesi yede wusika enimi sika esi no eye krono ade e wo se ye nyina ye te ase se cathedral na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo si no eye Ghana fo sika na wo wia ye twa montro from day one ebesin de ende me bibie akokɔ ne to me be ka asante kasa me de brofo kakra befra ema obia ehu de esi e wo Ghana. After this episode, Ghana fo nyina behu sika twitwiri dia Akufo-Addo efechire ewia efri Ghana ho. Me say this document is coming from the PPA, that is the Public Procurement Authority, straight from their office. This is a document that was sent from the Flagstaff House, Office of the President, OOP, to the Public Procurement Officer, na ABAJ Ida Ano. 2018, and the presidency wrote to a year the PPA to grant them that permission to get access to some funds, to get access to some documents, and I said access to some funds to build Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's cathedral. There was a year pa made a the wedding was statement. There was a back and forth letter between the presidency and the Public Procurement Authority. Recently, near Teha and it is the same way. We all saw these things flying on our screens. National Cathedral, David Ajay paid 32 million Ghana cedis in 2021 for consultancy services. Mo amutiem no yesi in 2021 a National Cathedral we no David Ajay ya or architect no Ghana buying from the office of the president no finance minister ye yisika 32 million Ghana cedis for his services, and yet the construction of the cathedral consultancy services. You can say consultancy services are there. Adikudienti made 32 million. Emma David Ajay no and say you can say ye per companies are or more experience are or more able to me abesi cathedral no or more knowledge or more engineer ye disi cathedral. Inti aban efred David Ajay. Gachene said David Ajay, you are a consultant was adio because you why sisi cathedrals be we say we sisi bu America ye pese wo no ubetena ano na wo hwehwe company a sebio omo that experience that expertise a omo betumi si cathedral a ebi ensi we ase da. Now David Ajay na nkasa so na the companies a obeveti omo e the cathedral na shop nsa so bunsi. God being so good, you know. David Ajay na yetua no 32 million Ghana cedis, you know. Say onfanya sa consultancy job, you know. And select company be my na company ni besi cathedral, no. David Ajay na company and sa wini sa eye bid, no. Inti onwa atna so everty companies and onwa so a company e wini ye. Inti we na uno atichire no no. Inti yetua 32 million Ghana cedis. Ama David Ajay Emma I consultant I say you on one company a eba besi cathedral no. Mema Renfi. Yes, I way every abine we ho. These are some of the things we heard. Only a small portion of annual expenditure has been spent on national cathedral. And yet the finance minister Bekachere say, Yene yesika yetwa yejeno kakrebi ni ye frima yede edit AC cathedral no. Or some say from the beginning. Nana Adodanko Ekufuado and MPP abine we kachere say, ye a bonne Ekufuado share a ye on the Yankopon no wa nhyɛ Nyankopɔn bɔ sɛ ɔde Ghana for etwo ye taxes ɛna ebetua ɛyɛ cathedral no na ɛyɛ ɔnoa ɛna ɔne ne Christopher bi ɛbɛpɛ sika esi cathedral no. And so when the finance minister catch the Ghana for nyina sɛ ɔse ɛyɛ cathedral no yɛne taxes na yɛ gyina de bitua adwasafo ka ɛwɔ abrokyire a odi atem no ɛno ɛne yɛ kakra bi ɛne yɛ di si national cathedral no. Woyɛ Ghana ni woyɛ badwemba woyɛ Christo ni te sɛ mea asema me no bɛkan dwene ho yie. Yesa ehu sansem we bi ewo eye efri aban ho. National Cathedral will cost $100 million. Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado ene eye MPP aban we be si so no omo ka kire e na obia can be from their communicators to every single individual in the MPP. Omo ka kire say cathedral na Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado ABC no ebe cost no $100 million. And the Kodienti America say ebe cost no $100 million because yene Ghana for yemfa yen sanche krata biase enka say yesi cathedral. It is him and his colleagues, his pastor colleagues who want to go generate their own money and do what? And pay for the cathedral. Into the first time Ram Catcher said this cathedral will cost us $100 million. Let's move forward. Yes, I in some say National Cathedral to cost about $200 million. Dinka be catcher say ebe cost $100 million. And secretariat no esa be catcher in 2021 say now a $300 million ako $200 million. Remember, say ube si daya unim edan dodo abeso si. If you want to build 4-bedroom house, obeso si endankra enaya unim blocks dodo a mason ni begina obeka kyerɛw sebio your inference you beto nyoma you beto nyoma so inti wo to cement 10 bags a mason to make just to cement 3 bags ka ho plus 1 minus 1 and there one say cathedral ka say you be $100 million no cathedral na ajampe abedu $200 million e dey na esi e ye nyoma ya tutuma kodu point bi a yesade 1,000% and 100% aka cathedral ni sika ho inti as we speak now the cathedral is going to cost $200 million. Ensiwa yasa ate eye asemfoforo efri eye aban we ho. $350 million needed to complete National Cathedral. Eye secretariat explains. Sa secretariat we are omobeka kire say $100 million in the first place. And you for that kind second one year $200 million every Christopher secretariat we almost say oma contact eye creme de la creme experts people who are good in building. Omobeka say $200 million, and they about 2022 2021 almost Abeka say cathedral no and cost $200 million. Na cathedral no be cost $350 million. It's the cathedral no the amount you best spending this cathedral no a project cost from 100 all the way to $350 million. But as we sit here, Obian Bekanche say some modifications have been made. Ebi a cathedral no yesi baako aka ho, and I say yesi half aka ho, and I say ye bibia aka ho ama price no e blotisa because it will only take maybe some extra work be a bigger than the cathedral and to be bloated to $350 million because if you brought in experts who know how much will be spending on this cathedral, I don't think it should jump that high to $350 million. Now, all these things we had it. And at the end of the day, the question you'll be asking is National Cathedral no a wine dia. National Cathedral no a Ghana for ni etia. National Cathedral no a Nana Dankwe Kufuor na akopesika bitua anase or the abetu yenim na ofe chire ewie sika efri ho. Let's go straight to the documents and let me prove something to you. Now, you see this. This is a letter from the President's office to the Public Procurement Authority. This letter was written on the 10th of December 2018. Now, Makara said, pay rapt attention to the wording. It's very, very important. The wording is very important. Now, this is the letter that the presidency, the Jubilee House, signed by the Chief of Staff, wrote to the Public Procurement Authority. If the Public Procurement Authority are saying they don't have this letter in their possession, they should come out tomorrow and let the world know. Now, let's read the letter. Menya botre akan ni achechim emagana nibia atin hwase. Muamutie me on this platform, please ignore whoever is on this platform trying to distract you. Watch me. Forget about the comments. Watch and listen. That's the most important thing. MPP for one kwasi afodi bia be go no more distract mo. Don't listen. Don't be reading. Just listen to what I'm saying. Ganania Osheme is very important. Now I'll say, request for approval to use single source for the appointment of a consulting firm. Omo chokoma PPA say, omo pe approval say, the Jubilee House wants to use a consulting firm to do a job. Check the wording very well. Now, what does the letter say? This office of the president is seeking reference number. Let me go to the reference number. It's very, very important. And the letter was received on the 11th of December 2018. PPA. And the reference number is SCRDA 415/427/0. This office of the president is seeking the approval of the Public Procurement Authority, PPA, under Section 725A of the Public Procurement Act 2003, Act 663, as amended by Act 914, to use single source to appoint Sir David Ajayi and Associates Limited as design team for the construction of the National Christian Cathedral. Now, President Officer Chokoma PPA say, almost omope say PPA eyi puma kwemu na omo appointi eye Sir David Ajayi and Associate omo company no say President in the Jubilee House adwene wo so omo nkwa na omo gitum say omo betumi abedi adwuma. They will be the what design team for the construction. Omo and construct National Cathedral no, they would design the National Cathedral. Intimino ka say ye company after a man David Ajayi and Associate 32 million say omo fanyi company no you on one company no right now no aban a Jubilee House air trauma PPA say omo mo kwan no mo use David Ajayi na onye design na ye de besi National Cathedral no ho adwuma. Inti dem kan first one no asechire no. Now let's move forward. He goes on to say this. The National Christian Cathedral, or said the National Christian Cathedral. But Matthias says cathedral in Ghana for Nadia. But when they were writing to PPA, they were very specific. The wording is very important. Or said the National Christian Cathedral. As they be almost say, oh, cathedral in Ghana for dia Muslim phobe tumaba, akonphobe tumaba, yenina ni yesi cathedral. So the National Christian Cathedral. And the wording is very important. Now, the National Christian Cathedral is a partnership between the state and the Christian community. Also, National Christian Cathedral no, in Kabum, a partnership, a Christian community no, any a Ghana buying and waka omutiri abon. The state is facilitating the process by providing the land, the secretariat, and seed money for the preparatory phase. Almost say a Ghana buying no, and omoma a asase no ena omo aso ena edi seed money eye sika ye de to ase no ento ase sika no eye Ghana ban omo ma sika ena omo sa ema eye asase ena omo sa ebia bibia friend secretariat e de astarte eye dwumadie. He goes on to say this. The main funding for the project will be through fundraising by the Christian community both home and abroad. relieving any undue financial burden on the state. Almost say sika edebesi sa cathedral we ni ebebo ho bra ni nyina no eye sika enye aban na betua na mmom no eye ankura Christopher a mo fie eni abrochire sika omo begege enom ne besi but so tia say all start no say National Cathedral no eye aban no ena beto asie sika ama aban na sa ama eye asase ena aban no be se tua eye den secretariat bika. Now, or say National Cathedral ne de omo pese omo de how kese beto aban so nti enya dia Ghana aban ne betua ho ka na eye Christopher individuals omo wiase efie any away and that's abroad and betua National Cathedral we ho eka. Now he goes on to say this, we a letter away free Ekufuado office chief of staff na sign to PPA. That time na ABAJ was the boss of PPA 2018. I'll say this partnership framework between states and the Christian community will be a practical expression of the social partnership envisaged to foster participatory development of country as a collective goal. I'll say Sajumadi we know Jumedia a Christopher omo ni say anase ono presidency ni Christopher hu ni say Jumedia bi anase akwantu enamobia ombeso butu na oman no ye kan ye bom na ye nyina ye tumitu upon a ebetumi atigan enim ama ye nyina ebehu se ye beduru empempenso bi a ede empuntio ene kroye ebeba nti o che PPA for say cathedral no de ede eye nkabom ene Ghana for free afane ne bebi abehia ama yetumpon abom. So it's a symbol of unity that will bring every Ghanaian together. Now go on paragraph 3. The cathedral will house impressive chapels and baptistry, 5,000 seat main auditorium that is expandable to 15,000 for national events and celebration. I must say, cathedral no, cathedral ebefa nipa impim num 5,000. Na no kwa no ombetuma se biem amana fa nipa impim dunan 15,000. Send ye beya celebration any event ebekokoso no ye betumi akoye no national cathedral ho. The presidency SH say it will include, among other things, a grand central hall, a music school, and will house Africa's first Bible museum and documentation center. In addition, there will be a provision for a national park. Inti omoche PPA this adekwenti among grante mumbiam muyipumakwem na David Ajay moment chance na ombeye the person to design this cathedral and say yebeye park room national park bebem omobeye bibi to say Bible museum omobeye bibi to say in a school music school ene nyoma ni nyina beba cathedral nim. Now, the 4th paragraph, which is the last one, I'll say, the legacy of the cathedral project is immense and requires.
Subscribe to your channel, Island Media. Or subscribe to the notification bell or upload the video when your notification waiting me. Aqua should be a amame. And my revisa over share, over like nothing. Why didn't you? What the comment section on the amame? Meeting the Atre Bruni.